Today's video, I want to talk about the dark side of self-improvement. So when you first start out on this journey, guys, there's going to be a lot of feelings of being uncomfortable, having additional stress, having additional anxiety, and that's normal. That's part of it, right? I think a lot of people will be like, oh, you know, this is too hard, self-improvement ruined my life. And here's the thing is, it actually will ruin your life if you don't follow through. Because the minute you start living at that higher level, that higher potential that you know you're capable of, you do that for any amount of time and you've set a new standard for yourself. You set a new standard. Oh geez. It's weird. You set a new standard for yourself. You've created a higher baseline. So when you fall off, when you stop producing, you go back to that old self that you don't want to be anymore. And when that happens, that creates this gap mentally as far as what's real and what's not, because you know that, hey, I'm capable of living on a higher level, but for some reason I'm choosing not to. I'm choosing to let my laziness, my complacency, the vices I like, to overcome your potential. And that is going to create a dark scenario for you. So that is just something I think a lot of people miss in general when they start out on this journey. They think it's going to be, you know, sunshine and rainbows. They think it's just going to be this easy path with no adversity. Look, guys, this is not for everybody. Realistically, it's not. If you want to do this, if you want to live at a high level, and what I consider that is you make a lot of money, you're wealthy, you're rich. That's part of it. You're fit, you're in great shape, you know, you look great. You have good relationships with other people. You have a fantastic social life. You're happy, you have fulfilling relationships. And lastly is you are fulfilled yourself. You're confident in yourself. You have belief in yourself. You're doing all those things. So to achieve that, most people do not realistically achieve any of those four categories. So to expect that you're going to be able to get there without any adversity, without any setbacks, without having to go through hard, dark times is not a realistic expectation. So that would be my piece of advice, is there's going to be potentially years where you're going through that dark period where you're confused. You're like, why isn't this working for me? Why aren't I seeing results that I want? And it's just because you're not there yet. You're not good enough yet. I went through that. It took me many years where I was just like, why can't I not really seem to get these results that I want? And it just was simply that I was not the person with the habits and capabilities of achieving that level of success that I wanted. And that boils down to, you know, kind of my core four pillars that I personally use every single day to create that person that I know can achieve whatever goal I have in mind. And at the end of the day, that's what it boils down to, is becoming that person. And you do that through your habits and your discipline and keeping the promises that you make to yourself. Guys, I just wanted to share that briefly about it. You know, I've seen some videos that are like, oh, self-improvement ruined my life. This is the dark side, right? And there is a dark side to it, no doubt about that. But the reality is you have to kind of know that going into it. And I think making more people aware of that when they start, and it's normal to feel that way. It's normal to go through that kind of terrible period where nothing feels like it's going to work. Everything feels like it's going wrong and you're not making any progress. Totally normal, part of the deal. You have to be able to handle that and keep pushing. Guys, that was what was on my mind. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do daily uploads. Like this video and leave me a comment. Let me know, are you in that dark period or have you made it to the other side yet? Talk to you soon, guys.